The Bold and the Beautiful is one of the most well-known soap operas, as well as one of the longest-running ones, right up there with its sister show, The Young and the Restless. This daily drama focuses on the Forrester family and their haute couture business, and its ensemble has helped the show become one of the most watched soaps in the world, taking home 77 Daytime Emmy Awards, including 3 times in a row for Outstanding Drama Series from 2009 to 2011. I'm Nostalgic Nick with Do You Remember, and today we're putting some focus on soap operas, specifically the cast of The Bold and the Beautiful. So let's go see what the top actors from this show are up to today. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on cast deep dives like this. Catherine Kelly Lang.
To new beginnings.
Brooke Logan is known as a businesswoman working at Forrester Creations, but she's more known for her rivalries with Stephanie Forrester and Taylor Hayes, and of course her many relationships with Eric Forrester and Ridge's 2 half-brothers. Oh boy, this is a soap opera. At this point, there's been nearly 9,000 episodes of The Bold and the Beautiful, and Catherine has been in nearly 2/3 of them, which is just incredible. Catherine Kelly Lang has been acting since 1979, specifically in the film Skate Town, USA. And you may remember some other actors from that one, like Scott Baio, Maureen McCormick, and Patrick Swayze. She had a lot of TV guest spots until she landed Brooke Logan, but that wasn't the only soap opera she frequented. We also saw her on The Young and the Restless. And for all you Beach Boys fans, check out the music videos for Get Ya Back and It's Getting Late. Because of Bold's global popularity, Lang is in demand for modeling and commercial gigs all around the world. She often participates in Italian and Australian TV shows, like the soap opera Neighbours. In her spare time, Lang loves sports and the outdoors, while this 60-year-old soap star owns several horses and competes in cross-country races. John McCook. Eric Forrester has a storyline that revolves around his many relationships, of course, with the previously mentioned Brooke, Stephanie, Taylor, and, well, more. John McCook first began acting in 1964, and throughout the 60s we saw him on shows like Mr. Roberts, Chips, and The Love Boat. But it wasn't long before he snagged his role as Eric Forrester, and that's been, of course, his most prominent role, as the 78-year-old actor has been in nearly 4,000 episodes of The Bold and the Beautiful. And his daughter has followed Dad's footsteps. Molly McCook played Tim Allen's daughter, Mandy Baxter, on Last Man Standing. And the father and daughter pair share the screen in the 2021 holiday film Candy Coated Christmas. So be sure to gear that one up for this next holiday season. Ron Moss. Ridge Forrester is the CEO of Forrester Creations Empire, getting himself into some problems with his wife Brooke, especially after learning of her relationship with Bill Spencer Jr. But don't worry, he has other relationships himself too. Ron Moss stepped onto the scene in 1983, but was mainly in some international Italian films before becoming Ridge Forrester. And this guy was very busy from 1987 to 2015, appearing in over 4,000 episodes of the show.
All the hours I spent helping to build this business.
From 2010 to 2020, he had a recurring role on The Bay, and we last saw him in 2022's Trailblazers. But aside from acting, he's also incredibly gifted with music, having grown up in the world of rock and roll. And he helped form the band Player, which you'll certainly remember when they released their hit song 1978's Baby Come Back.
Baby, come back.
Yeah, that one. It was the Billboard #1 for 3 weeks, and helped Player be voted to the Billboard magazine honor roll of Top New Singles Artist of 1978. Their other tune, This Time I'm In It For Love, peaked at number 10 that same year, and he's released some solo albums as well as other albums with Player. He even wrote a song for his 2 daughters called Butterfly.
And you'll find out who you are, butterfly.
Currently, Ron is performing solo, last having performed in 2019 when he toured Australia and Italy for the first time. You can check this 70-year-old actor out on his YouTube channel. Susan Flannery. Stephanie Forrester is known for getting entangled with Ridge, as well as her complicated relationship with Brooke. They were rivals, but then they were close friends. And Susan Flannery was possibly the best daytime actress during her tenure. She began acting in Hollywood in 1963, but got her first prominent role on a different popular soap, Days of Our Lives, from 1966 to 1975. At the height of her Days run, she was a part of the star-studded blockbuster film The Towering Inferno, starring Paul Newman and Steve McQueen. And this is a terrific film if you've never seen it. We also saw her on the hit show Dallas in 1981 as Leslie Stewart for 11 episodes. And we have a great cast rewind for the Ewings and Company if you want to see what JR got into after. She enjoyed a long run on The Bold and the Beautiful until 2018. Aside from acting, she's dabbled in directing, including directing several episodes of the show Venice the Series from 2010 to 2014. Today, Susan is 83 years old and enjoying retirement, along with her 2 labs and filling her days as a licensed pilot and a gourmet cook. What a star. Don Diamont.
What did you do? How did you do it?
I'm me. And you're you. A computer nerd.
Bill Spencer Jr., aka Dollar Bill Spencer, is the half-brother of Karen Spencer and Caroline Forrester. Diamont began acting in 1984 with Days of Our Lives as well, quickly working his way up to his roles on The Young and the Restless and The Bold and the Beautiful. But in the 90s, we also saw him running the beach on Baywatch. But those soap opera runs took up the bulk of his career, even doing crossover episodes. Today, at 59 years old, he keeps his fans up to date via his Instagram, where he posts workout photos and videos. No wonder he was named one of the 50 most beautiful people in the world by People magazine. And when he's not pumping iron, he's ironing clothes, as he has 7 sons to look after. Wow, that'll cost you a lot of dollar bills, Spencer. Heather Tom. Katie is the younger sister of Brooke and Donna, and is known for her tumultuous relationship with Dollar Bill Spencer. Let's not forget when she had to deal with the fact that Bill tried to kill somebody. Heather Tom has been acting since 1989, but didn't join the cast of The Bold and the Beautiful until 2007, where she's also directed nearly 20 episodes of the soap. And in 2018, she was nominated for a Daytime Emmy for her directing. And before all that, she had a run on The Young and the Restless from 1990 to 2003. We also saw her on One Life to Live, as Heather Tom might just be one of the most successful soap opera actresses of all time. Today she's 46, and for all you Nanny fans, yes, her younger sister is Nicole Tom, who played Maggie Sheffield. Their brother David also acts on The Young and the Restless. Wow, mom must be very proud. Jack Wagner. Dominic was brought into The Bold and the Beautiful in the 2000s to shake things up, similar to what he successfully did for Melrose Place in the 90s. Wagner stepped onto the acting scene in the early 80s and snagged a recurring gig on the show Santa Barbara, before eventually blowing us all away in General Hospital from 1983 to 1995, with one more return in 2013. From 2014 to 2022, he's on Hallmark Channel's When Calls the Heart. But aside from acting, he's also a talented musician and has recorded 6 albums. He actually topped the Billboard charts with the song All I Need in 1985, reaching number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 1 on Adult Contemporary.
'Cause it seems so hard to believe that you're all I need.
But most recently, Jack has been dealing with some heartbreak. He and his ex-wife Christina have endured horrific tragedy when they found their 27-year-old son Harrison dead in a parking lot. Their son had been battling addiction for too long. Today, Jack Wagner is 62 years old, and he's currently working on a new project co-starring with Lindsay Lohan called Falling for Christmas. Alright, that's all we have time for today. We did our best to include some of the most well-known and profitable actors from The Bold and the Beautiful, but it is a shame we couldn't include them all. We just didn't want this video to last a day and a half.
But it's done. And we all have to move forward.
But please get in the comments and tell us if we've forgotten one of your favorites. We can always do a round 2. And while you're there, tell me one of the more outlandish and fun plot points from this bold soap opera. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more nostalgia. But from all of us here at Do You Remember, we want to thank you for watching.